Nations can die, and America and Britain have already begun to fall. These two nations were truly great. First, the British Empire, then the American superpower. The British built the greatest empire in world history. The Americans built the single greatest nation ever seen. How did that happen? Were they just in the right place at the right time for 200 years? How did Britain dominate the 19th century? How did America dominate the 20th? And why are both of them falling in the 21st? You can see the struggle for answers every day in the news. Politicians, journalists, educators, even celebrities are fiercely debating the future of America, the future of Britain. The best minds are trying to find the solutions. Yet somehow, these solutions are more elusive than ever. How can that be? There is a fundamental reason. They are overlooking a vital source that both explains the causes of our problems and reveals their solutions. The brightest minds have dismissed this source without putting it to the test. It's the Holy Bible. The Bible is not a collection of morality tales and myths. It's history, principles of economics, politics. It explains the causes of the rise and fall of empires. And it actually foretells the destiny of the greatest empires in history. And not just once, over and over again, in verse after verse. A third of the Bible is devoted to forecasting the future. And most of these scriptures say they are for the end time, the latter days, or the last days. These verses describe nations with millions of people. They describe events that have never happened in history. They describe advanced technology. And many of them specifically say they are not written for ancient Israel, but are recorded and preserved for people at a much later time. The Bible is not written like a textbook. It is coded, particularly the prophecies. But if you could get the master key, you could unlock the meaning of these prophecies. So what is the master key? It is the identity of nations. The identity of the nations described in these Bible prophecies. Find out the modern descendants of those nations, and you can prove Bible prophecy right or wrong. Prove it wrong, and we can look elsewhere for fundamental answers. Prove it right, and you have the single strongest proof that the Bible is inspired by a higher power. In the middle of the 20th century, one man began looking into the Bible for the answers to these questions, for the identities of modern nations. Why is so much of the Bible devoted to prophecy? Were any of these prophecies fulfilled? Did any of them fail? Are any of them for the modern world? If so, which nations do they apply to? Herbert W. Armstrong asked these questions, and God revealed the answers in the pages of the Bible, in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. That understanding opened up the meaning of much of the Bible, and it opened up the meaning of modern world events. He wrote that understanding in a book requested by more than 6 million people. Its title, The United States and Britain in Prophecy. Let's dive in and gain the biblical understanding revealed in this marvelous book.